Greetings of the day. Outcomes of the present session are: learners will know the meaning of cost accounting. Learners will understand the essentials of installing a good cost accounting system in the organization. As we have already seen, cost accounting is a branch of accounting which specializes in the ascertainment of cost of the product or service. Along with ascertainment of cost, it also helps in the computation and analysis of cost on different bases. It provides useful information to the managers, employees, government, and other users. So, cost accounting is ascertaining the cost, it is helping in computation of cost, analysis of cost, providing information to the managers. It is indulged in all these advantages. We have also looked into the advantages of cost accounting towards the management, towards the employees, towards the society, towards the government. Along with the advantages, we have also seen that cost accounting also suffers from some limitations or drawbacks. Like people say it was expensive system, it involves more paperwork, the principles cannot be measured properly, it is rigid sometimes, there are lack of uniformity in the principles. So like that it suffers from few disadvantages as well. So we will now look into what are the essentials for a cost accounting system to be good. Means what essentials should the organizations follow to have a good cost accounting system in their organization. The first and foremost is that the suitability to the business. A costing system should be such that it is tailor made, it is practical, and it must be devised according to the nature, conditions, requirements, and also the size of the business. Any system which serves the purposes of the business and supplies necessary information for running the business efficiently is an ideal system. Hence, we should not follow a rigid system. In fact, it should be a flexible and a tailor-made system according to the conditions of the organization. Then only the costing system can be successful and it can be an ideal system. Secondly, it should be simple and informative. The system of costing should be simple and plain so that it is easily understood even by a person of average intelligence. If the system is too difficult, then most of the people will not understand it and hence we cannot derive the actual benefits out of it. The facts, the figures, and the other information provided by the cost accountant must be presented in the right form, at the right time, to the right person in order to make it more meaningful. Because information is useful only if it is provided at the right time to the right person and in the right manner. Hence, the system should be simple and informative. Next, the system should be flexible. It should not be rigid that it becomes difficult to make changes. The system of costing must be flexible so that it may be changed according to the changing conditions or circumstances. It should be easily adjustable according to the changing conditions. The system without such flexibility will be outmoded because of fast changes in business and industry. The system must have the capacity of expansion or contraction without much changes. So it should be easily be expanded or contracted according to the needs of the organization. Next, it should be accurate. The data to be used by the cost accounting system should be accurate, otherwise it may distort the output of the system. If the data is not accurate, all the decisions based on such data will not be appropriate. Hence, cost accounting should be based on accurate data. We move forward. The system should be trustworthy. The system must earn the trust and cooperation of executives from various departments of the organization. Management should have a faith in the costing system, and they should also provide a helping hand for its development and success. This will reduce the difficulty in implementation of the system. If the management and the workers all are on one side, like all are agreeing in proportion to the installation of the costing system, then it will reduce their difficulties. It will be easy to implement such system. Moreover, the system should be economical. A costing system should not be too expensive, and it must be adaptable according to the financial capacity of the business. The benefits to be derived from the system must be more than the cost, as management will be willing to install the system when its perceived expected benefits exceed its perceived expected cost. If the benefits are less than the cost, then the management will not be willing to adopt such system. In short, the system must be economical, taking into consideration the requirements of the business. The cost of installing and operating the system should justify the results in order to have cost benefit analysis. We move forward. There are few more essentials which a good cost accounting system should have. The next one is comparability. The costing system must be such so that it may provide facts and figures necessary to the management for evaluating the performance by comparing it with the past figures of other concerns, or against the industry as a whole or other departments of the same concern. So the figures should be comparable. The system should provide comparability of figures, maybe within the same company with the past figures, or with the other organizations in the same industry, or with the departments of the same unit. But it should be easily comparable. The next one is precise information. The system of costing should not sacrifice the utility by introducing meticulous and unnecessary details. So it should be based on precise information. It should focus on information which is required and which is right. It should not waste its time by introducing unnecessary details. Another essential of a good costing system is adequate wage procedure. There should be a well-defined wage procedure for recording the time spent by the workers on different jobs, for preparing the wage sheets, and also for the payment of wages. So the costing system should develop a good procedure for preparation of wages for the employees and also for the payment of these wages. The introduction of well-defined wage system will help to control the cost of labor, and it will also keep the employees happy, which in turn will result in increasing their efficiency. The next one is departmentalization of expenses. A sound plan should be devised for the collection, allocation, apportionment, and absorption of overheads in order to ascertain the cost accurately. If we have to ascertain the cost appropriately, then we should have a proper plan about the allocation, apportionment, and absorption of the overheads in different categories. We move forward, the roles and responsibilities. So under a good cost accounting system, the duties and responsibilities of the cost accountant should be clearly mentioned. The cost accountant should have access to all works and departments. Unless he has the access to the different departments, he will not be able to gather appropriate cost data. Hence, his roles and responsibilities should be clearly stated. The next essential is minimum clerical work. The filling of forms by the foremen and workers should involve as little clerical work as possible, as most of the workers are not well educated. To ensure reliable statistics, every original entry should be supported by an examiner's signature. and there should be the least paperwork involved so that the employees do not get vexed upon. The last but not the least, reconciliation of cost and financial accounts. If possible, the costing and financial accounts should be interlocked into one integral accounting system. If this is not possible, the system should be so devised that the two sets of accounts are capable of easy reconciliation. With the reconciliation of cost and financial accounts, we can uh, we can see the credibility of both the accounts and we can avoid any frauds. In this way, we can make the cost accounting system to be very, very useful to the concern by following all the essentials of a good cost accounting system. Hence, the organization should focus on the essentials and then install the costing system so that it will help the organizations to improve the efficiency. That's it in the present session. Thank you.